if you're just joining us, we are just reeling over the fact about gospel musician, Tanzanian gospel musician Rose Muhando, who has gradually fallen from grace to a place where we are all sympathizing about. There has been a lot of things going on about her. It started with her and her pastor. There were issues where the pastor claimed that he's the one who actually made her as a gospel musician, one of the biggest musicians we have in East Africa, not Kenya. And then it was a game of throwing blames to each other, with even Muhando going to the extent of claiming that her life was in danger. Recently now, she has been she's making headlines because of fraud. Why do artists, good artists like this, fall so fast from where they are to here? Really, Rose Muhando was a very good, is a very good gospel artist, but the things that are happening to her right now, it's just so sad.
I think mambo ya usanii kwanza tungesema, I think many artists have been caught up in such scenarios where maybe promoters are a bit shady. Even I'm sure even Diamond, even Alikiba, they've been in such scenarios where they were meant to show up at an event, and because they hadn't, even they were unaware of the event itself, that they don't show up, then the media blasts them that you had a show and you were unaware.
You see, in this event she was given the money.
Yeah, she received
the
money.
Didn't show
but she's defending herself, saying another Rose had received the money, so they're confusing her with another different Rose from the same church.
Okay.
So she's saying she's since been released from police custody and she's free because apparently she didn't receive any money.
Okay, so there's another Rose who sings like her in the church, or what?
The person giving the money,
saying, this whole choir, it's about the choir money, right? So she's saying the money didn't go to her. So the police arrested the wrong person, the wrong Rose. That's what she's saying.
But
and so all the time the pastor was in contact with the wrong Rose.
She even came out saying that she wants to move to Kenya because she finds Tanzania that things are not going well for her. But musically, why is she falling in? Me, I feel like Rose Muhando is already a very strong image on her own. She can stand on her own without the pastor or this, if she just decides to take a new leaf, I think, from what she's actually doing right now.
In my personal view, I think the level she has reached now, I think she needs a team of people to manage her. She needs a team to handle her PR. She needs a team to handle her music. She just needs people to do all these things for her because, number one, she can afford it. Number two, she's a big brand.
Yes.
If other people can, solicit other people and make money out of your name, then it shows you're a big brand. And so, and then
that needs to be guarded.
Yeah, that needs to be guarded. And also, sometimes also in life, there are those ups and downs, and I think it's one of our downs now. She should just embrace it. Spend some time. She's a spiritual lady. Pray about it. Take some time off, and then I'll come back with a strategy on how, number one, to win Tanzania. Because even if she moves here, she'll not be running away from the problems. Maybe atakuja hapa apate shida zingine mingi. So she should just take a small break, strategize, go back to the drawing board, and she'll be okay. It's and just like
yeah. From one gospel musician to another. Have you guys heard Willy Paul's new song, Degree or Digiri?
Who hasn't at this point?
Really? For me, I think Willy Paul lost it at some point. I liked his music.
When he stepped out?
Yes, but I didn't like the person. So then I think at some point he just lost the script.
I think he's following on Jimmy Gates' footsteps. The minute a gospel musician stops singing songs inspired by biblical scriptures and starts singing songs inspired by social media trends, Degree or Yes Will sponsor, you just lose our...
I don't even think in so much he's following Jimmy Gates. I think for me, I feel like he so badly wants fame. So it doesn't matter what you see about us. Exactly. Irrelevant. Yeah, but then people keep talking about you all the time. So you need to keep pulling this stance to make...
Wanazita kiki ati.
Hey. He's a varsity. And the people keep talking about you. Because, I mean, like the other day when he was on live TV, removing his socks on air.
Yes.
Like, really, what sort of behavior is
Why was he removing his socks?
Because he said socks zake zinamfinya. Socks zinamfinya. So he removed the shoes and then removed the socks. Which, I mean, that sort of behavior,
I think,
like,
I
get
think
over
you,
it.
you have to understand the person that is Willy Paul first for you to understand his content and to understand his target audience. Willy Paul is from the ghetto. He's from Madare. I think the highest level of education Willy Paul has is Form 4. Honestly speaking, Willy Paul has made a name for himself. He's made good money also at the same time. But kuna hiyo maskini akipata anasumbua sana.
Atako uliambwata.
And so kuna hiyo, he wants to prove to everyone that I've made it and whatnot. So you have to understand, number one, the journey of Willy Paul for you to understand, to understand him. And so personally I try to understand him because his character is not, it's not the best that we've seen out there. But his music also communicates to a different, for a different audience, and he has quite a big number of audience. Willy Paul is one of the few people in Kenya who gets 1 million hits on YouTube, and so he has a following, and there are people he ministers to, if indeed there is any ministry in his content. What Willy Paul I think needs for me is he needs someone to do his PR. Because he's doing terrible when it comes to PR, when it comes to relating with people, when it comes to even talking to the media, even on how you package your music. Because yes,
and also apeane Instagram account yake. Ana DM wanawake wote in Nairobi. In fact, if there's a lady who was been Insta DM'd by Willy Paul, weka comment chini hapo kwa comment tuone. Apeane hiyo account asaidiwe. So anasumbua wanawake sana.
So Willy Paul, I don't know.
No. I talked to very many ladies and they've told me. In fact, I was in a group of ladies where they were laughing at him. I'm a DM wote kwa hiyo group. Na wakampiga handbrake wote. Sasa hizo images si nzuri.
All I'm saying is that
Silvania pengine wewe ushapo.
No. Na kama he has evidence atoe, nimempatia ruhusa.
Haya. Willy Paul.
No.
Naira Ambani.
DM anaisubiri, anaingoja.
You've been sent by the devil, huh?
Ni kweli mbinguni unahitaji degree, lakini hapa Kenya mwanangu. Hapa Kenya mwanangu uchumi ngori sana. Unahitaji degree. Kwa hivyo kama Willy Paul mwenyewe anaweza rudi shule asome, atahitaji hiyo degree.
Wewe ni nani?
You can make it ndio bila degree, lakini to the millions of people and young kids who listen to him, a degree is very important. Extremely important. Yeah.
Well said.
Well said, yeah.
Throws papers in the air and drops the microphone.
Drops the microphone.